guys, it's me, Jenna with the Witch Parlor, and today I want to share a couple fun tips and ways to keep your energy really high vibrationally and just attract a lot of positive abundance and just radiant vibes in your life on the day-to-day. There's many different ways you can do this. It is just simply holding the intention and staying in that high vibe energy as long as possible. This could be as simple as doing a morning meditation, taking 5 minutes just to breathe in positive energy, or actually applying physical items to your practice and your rituals in the morning or throughout the day. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce some things. And if you watched many of my videos over the years, I try to apply practical ways to make magic every day and not have to sit in a full-on ritual spell where you have to cast a bunch of magical intentions and spells just to get an outcome. I like to be practical about things as we get so caught up in our days, working, kids, family matters, whatever it may be. I want you to always hold your light and hold your magic, hold your intentions as bright as you can. So even if it's those tiny little moments that you take, there's so many ways you can incorporate a beautiful, abundant, magical life into your everyday. So my first tip is to just start with meditating. Start with a morning ritual that might either be just laying in bed and setting that intention before you even sit up. It could also be you actually taking 10 minutes to meditate on the energy of abundance and blessings. If you're a real go-getter or you're already starting to go to work early in the morning before the sun comes up, try to find a space where you can actually see the sun come up. Watching the light fill the dark void of the night for the first time in the morning is so magical. It helps to awaken our third eye. It helps to bring in that light into our own energy, and it just helps us to feel the sense of newness and new beginnings. You can be mindful with lighting as well, and so if you can't see the sunrise, you can light a candle, and sometimes that's all it's going to take is to light a yellow candle or white candle. That yellow reminds you of the sunrise or even the sunset, but it reminds you of light and the beauty that comes from it. If you can sit and gaze upon a candle first thing in the morning, it's really, really magical, especially if it's a gloomy day. It really helps during the winter to set your intentions of happiness and abundance and just light a candle of yellow or white and watch the flame dance around. Other ways to attract a magical flow into your day and really bring in that radiant light vibe is to smudge yourself or practice saging your space with Palo Santo or sage or lemongrass or anything that's going to bring in that really high vibe, happy energy. Frankincense is another good way to just fill your morning with some natural incense. The smell of the smoke and the herbs alone will just help you radiate, help you bring in abundance, and help you really lift that energy in your own aura. It's easy to forget all these simple acts, but there's so many things you can do as well. If you're an avid painter or artist, you might want to start incorporating more yellows and gold colors into your artwork. You can also do this by wearing more vibrant colors, things that are bright, things that pop, that catch your eye. Maybe it's not necessarily yellow. Like for me, I love bright red, so I'm gonna go for it. Just shine in this really high vibe state. It pops, it catches your eye, and it triggers that feeling of excitement within you. You might even take the extra step, and during the winter, if you find yourself getting a lot of winter blues, maybe spruce up a space or your sacred space, or maybe even your entire bedroom by just switching out your curtains for something that's brighter and more cheerful if you're using more neutral colors. Oils that you can blend together are really powerful too if you can make them part of your daily ritual so that you can anoint yourself every morning. On my website, whitewitchparlour.com, I do offer many different things that will help to raise your vibration, such as my Soul Oil Blend perfume, which radiates like the sun's energy. It's great to work with during the autumn equinox or the summer solstice. It's really fun. I use it a lot. I anoint my crystals and myself with it. Or if I'm just having a week where I just feel like, I kind of like to spruce up my own energy by incorporating more stones that bring cheer and joy, but also using the soul energy, the sun energy to brighten my day. I also have the little bit of sunshine oil that's really good for the summer solstice time and anytime during the sun and the fun that you might have during summer. This one has dandelion essences in it, which is just super radiant on its own. If you don't know much about dandelion, I should probably do a video on that. And if not, please do look it up because it's very fun energy. It's very playful and it's wonderful around the beginning time of spring. And then I also have my courage oil, which I just absolutely love, has patchouli in it, and it just really picks you up. It makes you feel confident and radiant. So you can also make your own blends. You do not have to ever use what I'm offering or showing. But if you want to make your own blends, find oils that are really, really potent and just happy, good vibes, like chamomile. Anything that comes from a yellow essence flower usually helps with that. So St. John's wort actually helps with depression. So chamomile is good for calming your nerves and also picking your energy up, and it's playful, it's fun, it's very useful. You can use other things like patchouli, which brings in that passionate energy, that fiery energy, and all those things you can blend in together to make your own mixes and blends. If yoga or just misting your sacred space or room with something good, I like to use lemongrass. Lemongrass is really fun. It smells absolutely amazing. Some people say it smells like Fruity Pebbles, which is, I mean, I can feel that. But it just makes you feel fun, youthful, and playful. And that is the fun thing about raising your energy and just really bringing back in that light into your life, especially if you've been going through it, especially if you just want to raise your vibe so you can attract bigger things and just really step into that next level of your own spiritual growth and awareness. On a physical level, you can also do something fun and new with your own appearance. Maybe there was a look you were trying to go for that you just kind of gave up on. Maybe try revisiting that. Maybe try revisiting a hobby to spark your renewed energy again. All this is really good and powerful stuff to do during that transition between winter to spring when things are becoming new life is growing. Respark that energy within you. Maybe you want to change your hair color or style yourself differently to try something new. These are all things that will re-spark and amplify the energy that you need to get through the last haul of winter and really just step into a new, higher vibe version of yourself. You can also tap into the foods you are consuming and even the teas you might be drinking. You can start eating more citrusy things, lemon, orange. You can start making more teas that might have things like orange in it or spellworks that have orange peel. You might like to use things that have more zest to them or things that radiate with the color yellow. So maybe some butternut squash or bananas, things that just have a higher vibration. And when we work with that color yellow, we really pull into our chi core energy, and that color and that energy really radiates outward. And you know, when you radiate out, you call it within. So whatever you're putting out into the universe is going to also be the energy that you're calling within naturally. So without effort, without you having to try so hard or manifest so hard, it is what you are. What you speak, what you do will just become your natural reality, and you will call it forth without almost any effort. It really starts with changing those tiny little patterns in your daily life to call it in. Sometimes for me, music is something that can really, really help me pull up my energy, really help myself radiate higher. I like to fiddle around with guitars and bass and all kinds of fun instruments that I can incorporate with my child. And those things really help to have me sit for a good 10 minutes to 30 minutes a day and just pour my energy into the instrument so that I myself can raise my own vibration. I feel good after. I feel like I created, although I was in a meditative trance, I was doing something productive, which for me, myself, helps me to elevate my energy. And of course, I can't forget crystals. Crystals definitely help us radiate higher. They make us feel good. If you don't know, try it. Try putting yourself around crystals. See if it changes your mood. See if it changes the energy of your home. There's different crystals you can use. This is a nice big chunk of selenite. They're pretty easy to find. They're pretty inexpensive. I do have a video on selenite that you can watch if you're curious about this stone. But as you can see, it just emits so much light. It picks up any kind of light and it just refracts it all over the place. Clear quartz is good for this. Citrine, sunstone, they're all also very potent in radiating light and abundance and happiness. Garnet is good for calling in that passion, creative flow energy. So I like to always have my stones around me, maybe around my office space, my workspace, or whenever I'm in that ebb and flow energy, calling in abundance, calling in happiness, just wanting to radiate higher so that I can call in a greater, more powerful, potent version of myself and be the highest version of myself always. So I hope you guys like this video. It was just something I wanted to speak on because I thought it was a fun subject, and there's so many more ways and things that you can do. You can always get creative on your own about how you can go forth with calling in abundant, radiant energy. So I hope you like this video, and if you want more videos like this on fun, simple tips and tricks that you can apply to your everyday to call in magic and just that consistent practice of magic workings, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe for more. I love you all so very much. Have a beautiful and blessed week. Bye.